Meanwhile, the United States is reported ready to launch strikes on Syria if President Barack Obama chooses to order an attack. The details from Mike Cohen.
Tuesday, 53 Filipinos, some OFWs, others wives, husbands, or children of mixed Syrian Filipino families crossed into Lebanon. With the help of the Department of Foreign Affairs and the UN International Organization of Migration, or IOM. This comes as the worsening situation in Syria amidst allegations of the use of chemical weapons of mass destruction. It happened near Damascus on August 21st.
Our priority is to make sure the world knows the facts of what has happened.
The indiscriminate slaughter of civilians, the killing of women and children and innocent bystanders by chemical weapons is a moral obscenity by any standard.
The Foreign Affairs Department says 4,510 Filipinos have followed government's mandatory repatriation order or evacuation. The risk of a wider conflict is emerging as the U.S., France, Turkey, as well as the Arab League have called on civilians a heinous crime. UN weapons inspectors have been unable to determine which is behind the attack as of this time, the Syrian government or rebel factions. They have temporarily suspended inspections over fears for their safety after coming under sniper fire near the capital. The U.S. Defense Secretary, speaking from Jakarta, has said they are ready to strike on a moment's notice, if ordered by President Obama.
The United States is looking at all options regarding the situation in Syria. We're working with our allies and with the international community.
A punitive strike is seen as likely, as analysts say the Syrian government is the one Washington is holding responsible for the war crime. In the meantime, the Syrian government is also extending a warning that any attack on Syria will be met by reprisals and stressed they will use any and all means possible to carry that out. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization members are meeting to discuss options. The UK Prime Minister and US President have been in constant communication discussing this as well. The Department of Foreign Affairs says across the region there are still several thousand Syrian Filipino families and domestic workers who are staying with their employer families in Syria or in surrounding refugee centers. Many have yet to contact Philippine officials who are extending all assistance they can in the face of a raging civil war to help bring them home, or at least out of harm's way, to UN refugee centers. For NewsLife, Mike Cohen for PTV News.